Welcome back. And to quote Marcos, we had all 3 EU Terrans poggers. I hate to say it, but it's kind of a sad reality as Optimus recently announced his retirement, if you guys didn't see. But yeah, I'm glad that at least this Terran showed up, because this guy has been kicking ass. He's taking names. He's looking for his 3rd win today in this fresh best of 5 for the Bubba Burger Brawl. We have the red Terran, uThermal.
In the bottom left, as the Blues are going for a pool first, it is Reynor. Chose this map. Why do people say taking names? Where does that come from? Why would you take a name? Are you taking their name? Are you taking their birth certificate? Is it a sport where you take the name of the player and I don't know it? I don't want to repeat what Fist Corey said, but I think it's really funny. Dog tags. Oh, it's not a sport. It got real. It got serious. I feel bad.
I was Googling it.
Oh, that's actually really grim. Well, now I know. Thanks, guys. That's actually hardcore. More hardcore than I ever thought. I don't know. I always thought, like, to be honest, when people would say like kicking ass and taking names, it's supposed to be hardcore, but I always like imagine them going like, "Got your nosy." Like,
got your name.
Exactly. It's just something you said.
Oh no. Please, whatever you do, do not listen to Marcos in chat. Oh wait, we can't ban him. He's a moderator. Shit.
So Reynor, when I mentioned he was going for the pool first, he did make 6 lings. No, just, you know, oh, I made it because he might 2-racks me. You know, he's like, he made it, and if there was a 2-racks, he'd be good to go. But he also is going to potentially get a kill on the SAC. You don't usually, unless you also add speed to this, but sometimes, you know, the Reaper is indecisive, or it's not, and it goes for the kills. You pull the SCVs, so now it's just, okay, do I lose SCVs or lose the command center? This is, okay, he has a Marine. Phew. It can be really tough.
He goes for another kill. Oh, he gets the Marine through this, though. That means he might just get the SCV again. He's going to run up to the main, get some scouting. That's actually not a bad alternative here. Just to pick off the SCV building the factory. That was kind of a cheeky move, too. Reynor, of course, it's his Zerglings he's best known for, and this has been ridiculous.
Yeah. You don't usually see that Marine
he blocks out the factory!
And he kills the SCV in the natural. Oh, sorry, in the main.
I mean, this has still been pretty good damage. These Zerglings are usually so limited to doing anything. This actually got so much damage done, and uThermal's even giving him the double dots.
Zergimba. It's Reynor agrees.
Why would anyone call himself Rifkin knowing its meaning? Yeah, it's definitely not like someone made the meaning on Urban Dictionary after the fact, right? How crazy is that? And oh, what's this phone call? Well, sorry, I'll be right back.
Let's be honest, guys. Just his parents being asses. They knew exactly what it meant, and they still named him Rifkin. So while he does that, I assume we're watching the Reaper this entire time. God forbid it dies! No! There's no camera now. You just have to watch the natural and the main, but only parts of it. Oh, okay.
Sorry, I was I'm expecting a really important phone call. I thought that was it. My bad.
No worries. So, yeah, you didn't hear my comment then. Good.
Excellent. I don't hate you then.
Yeah, exactly. This is a bold move. It actually can work, especially if there's only like 4 lings, however many. If there's 20 lings, it's a bad idea, but the Queen's got so much damage done. They're pushing out that creep spread. uThermal is actually not taking that much damage, all things considered. This is very, like, small little things in the early game, but it's the early game. And it's also almost like a sign of things to come, potentially. Well, but I was so hyped for this match because uThermal has been dominating today, so I thought he'd really give a good game to Reynor, and I'm still hoping for that.
I mean, one starts the opening, too. Every other matchup has led to this snowball, but I don't think I've got confidence in one with these two. But I am thinking back to, like, I don't know where uThermal's mindset is now, but you remember for a time, this was like his worst matchup? Like specifically even like against Ultralisks? Like not even Zerg as a race, but just Ultralisks?
Well, there was a time where he just actually wasn't good in Heart of the Swarm. And it wasn't because of like Swarm host something, right? It was just Mutaling Bling was killing him. And then he fixed that. And then it was other matches that hurt him. But yeah, I know what you're talking about. When Legs of the Board came out, I mean, he was one of the Terrans that was like, maybe we should just stop playing this race. Ultras are pretty good.
Yeah. I doubt it's like that nowadays, but I think the problem that presents itself is Reynor is not the type of player who played to the weaknesses of uThermal. He played to his own strength. Reynor plays to his own strengths, and using links for run-bys is something that every pro is aware Reynor does. This isn't even like a question of like, what will Reynor do? They all know how he plays. So it's just trying to watch out for that and not get caught off guard by it.
This is such a weird push. I was afraid he had forgotten Stim, but no, he just hadn't transferred the barracks onto the tech lab. So yeah, this is intentional. This is such a weird early push though. And against a kind of a known Roach player. So I know Reynor is most well known for his Ling run bys, but he often opens defensively with Roaches. From what I've seen anyways. Yeah, this didn't seem like it was gonna go so hot. I guess there's a world where Raynor's a little bit greedier. Although I can't, I mean, he's already at 60 drones, so. I'm glad uThermal packed it up and went home.
Raynor's got such a good economy, rocking and rolling for him right now. His income is going to be fantastic as things continue. uThermal does try and get his third CC up, but I don't think he should have too much contest. My concern is though that the army takes a bad fight in the middle of the map, and then he can't defend a counterattack.
He's actually going to lose to 1-1 Roach timing. I don't think Reynor knew that uThermal's been playing with a build like this, but I can't imagine where this 1-1 timing doesn't work out. Well, I guess if you get killed with tanks, but if you don't, and he just counter with this, do you not just win? There's no stim. And he's taking his third base in kind of a greedy way. Oh, I don't know.
There's no wall off either. This is...
Oh, cheese Riff.
Yeah, I don't know about this one, Riff. This is... The tanks are just gonna get run by. The Lynx hop on top. There's 2 Hellbats were left behind. That's kind of cool, but these tanks are not in range of the Roaches, which is what they need to be in range of. GG's.
Yeah, tap down. Here you go.
Woo! Reynor, my boy! Good. It's a good first game for him, to say the least. I think the Lings definitely offset uThermal there. I'm not sure if the stim timing was cause and effect, or maybe it was just going to be late either way, but like that for me feels like he just got really shook by the early Ling attack.
I think he did as well. And I think that he tried, there might have been, you know, sometimes you play this game, maybe you don't, you play a lot of co-op, but hey, maybe in co-op. You play this game, and you take
what the fuck?
You take a couple of losses, like the SCV here and there, and you just are like, well, this is just a shitty game. Like, I'm just gonna do something weird and see if it works. I feel like that was what happened, because that push he did was weird. Uh-oh. No uThermal, no cry.
He's already given up. 0-3, go, sad face. Yikes. I like this tweet. Someone actually took a picture, like, jealous of the hats the Bubba Burger sent us. Thank you for capturing me with my mouth halfway open, creating that awesome double chin effect, though. Really appreciate that screenshot. 10 out of 10.
Mine's okay.
It's like one thing to be a fat piece of shit. It's another to be reminded of it in a very unflattering screenshot.
Jesus.
But okay, we got the lobby up. Acid plant. What's Reynor complaining about? Dude, you're up 1 game against uThermal. Don't drop any Z's in the chat. You're not allowed to.
Acid plant's a Terran map? I mean, there's a couple of good pushes, but let's not get over zones. People really like this hat, huh? I was gonna get your hat, but I thought you would get that hat, and I didn't want to be twinsies.
Oh, okay. Calm down then. I just picked it. I just said send me any hat. I like hats. I'm a hat guy in general. I've got like 17 hats, but I like this one because it just fits. Like, I know that sounds so dumb to say, but like I've got a big stupid head, and most hats don't actually fit me at all. I'm actually wearing this one comfortably, which is nice. Plus, it's got like flames on it. I don't know. That'd be camouflage if I was caught in a fire. They never see my head. All right. Game 2, Acid Plant. Oh shit, we're gonna play an ad break there, but I forgot. Okay, well whatever. After this game, we'll go to a break, but we're getting to Acid Plant first. I just had like a crazy epiphany because we were talking about how long Zombie Grub's hat bill was, and someone in chat said it must be for sun protection. And it dawns on me that like Bubba Burger is a big sponsor of NASCAR. This is an event where you're sitting outside in the sun spectating for like 3 hours or longer. It kind of makes sense that you would want to have like a longer brim for something like that.
That does make sense, but that's why baseball hats existed in the first place, because you're out in the sun watching baseball.
Yeah, but you make it even longer because you're like more convenient. Look at this.
I'm not on board.
Look at this dumb face. No, go, make that stupid face again. He's just like sitting there smiling like an idiot. Let's see this. All right, game number 2, ladies and gentlemen. In the top left, we have the blue Terran, Team Liquid's uThermal.
In the bottom right, that's the red Zerg. He is Reynor.
Actually, by the way, while we were on break earlier, I was checking out the Bubba Burger Twitter, just kind of scrolling down their media feed. So I guess it's mostly run by like this one dude. I'm gonna call him Bubba because I don't know if he's like the Bubba Burger owner or not. But he's at like all these different events, and like, man, there's so many pictures of him like at a barbecue, surrounded by like gorgeous women. Like, I want to be like that guy.
Calm down there, buddy.
Dude, you're on a grill, you're watching your favorite thing. Of course, for me, it'd be StarCraft. For him, it's NASCAR. And you're surrounded by like beautiful, gorgeous women. Hell yes. That's the dream come true. Unfortunately, I get frumpy zombie. No, I'm sorry, I can't even. Oh, I'm sorry.
I mean, I'm okay with this. I feel like this entire last 30 seconds. You know what? Let's put it at 2 minutes. It's just been going very favorably for me.
Favorably. Alright, uThermal coming across with that scout. Let's see what he peeks here. But for Reynor, there's not actually anything too cheeky. I mean, he's getting a pretty quick speed, and I don't know. The damage he did to uThermal last game, I don't think he can repeat it. I'm gonna be honest. I just don't think he'll get the same damage done no matter what the build is. uThermal made an oopsies. Yeah. Game 1, uThermal had a bit of an oopsies defending against it. I don't think he'll make the same mistake twice.
Yeah, I don't think it can look like the last game. You know, Reynor did not start things off, you know, heating things up with the 6 lings, and then uThermal is probably not going to be tilted in one way or another, whether it's, you know, literally mentally or just the desire to change things up because something happened. No, it's maybe a normal game. I mean, I guess it's normal. It's a Hellbot push, but it's still normal as we know it. And, you know, I think you still got to worry for the Roach attack, the 1-1 Roach push, because that's been pretty popular on Acid Plant lately, but he certainly should be in a better form to take care of it. Even if his Hellbats don't do any damage, hopefully he'll be a little more cautious about the potential.
Did you say it was pretty cropular? You didn't see it, but I just cropped the screen. It was a good pun.
I was gonna say, do you have like a bunch of corn and you're just making crop circles out of it?
No, but that would be amazing. Use Silly Putty says, I want to try Bubba Burgers now. Is there a link or a coupon on here? Your best bet would be to hit up Jambon Rose. He's the guy from Atriana facilitating this stuff. I don't know if they've got like just a ton of coupons they can mail out or something. They sent us a bunch of free coupons to just get like, actually what is this, like a free 2-pound box of Bubba Burger. Yeah, free. Expires 12/31/18. Yo, this like gold trim they got on it like looks super psychedelic and cool.
That's how you know it's a fancy coupon.
It is a fancy coupon. This ain't some bullshit you get in the mail that you throw out. This is some real deal stuff.
Exactly. All right, so I remember how I said that Reynor, or well, uThermal will have to be on guard about that Roach thing. Doesn't have to be on guard about that Roach thing. There's a Roach Warren put down. Reynor is not making the safety defensive Roaches, which he does sometimes do. I feel like a lot of games he's been doing it. He's going straight up to the Baneling Nest, which would help out against Hellbats regardless. Like, it's kind of an either-or situation. Both are fine. I thought uThermal was going to go for the Hellbat push.
Oh.
He's actually going to do it paired up with 1 Thor. So he is doing something kind of weird. He's mixing up our regular builds with faster attacks, faster second production centers.
So the thing is, I really love the idea of the sword if there's roaches, but there's not.
Well, I think you,
The Hellbats might still be able to deal with the Zerglings though, unless they can wash them off. And of course, the single target mode he's got will snipe off Overlords very nicely. Stutters on him, but he's got to watch out for this Banelings. He's about to pop up right on top of the Hellbats. Pick them, spread them, pick one to the other.
That's a pretty good spread.
He's got to deal with the Zerglings, though. They're a bigger problem right now because he can't save the Thor if those Zerglings are on top of it. Queen's going to zone this out, and this is a failed push.
I wonder why uThermal is doing these kind of weird pushes. I don't think he needs to. I mean, I know Reynor is, you know, as good as uThermal is playing today, Reynor has been playing good for the last month or two, right? So Reynor, you know, he's the scary guy. As weird as it is, because you look at him, and you're just like, but then he's actually like a terrifying Zerg player. But uThermal is not a bad macro player. I mean, it's not like he has zero chance if he plays a normal game.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm wondering if he's just feeling like he needs to change it up because it's Reynor, or if he's like, I've already got $300 in my pocket. I've got the freedom to play a little bit more strange, I suppose you could call it. But either way, I love that Victory Vegan, of course, would be the guy in chat to say that the Bubba Burger is a seal of approval because he likes the veggie burger. See, guys, again, it's that stereotype. Vegans will always let you know that they're vegan. It's right there in his name.
Well, yeah, he does live up to that stereotype. So does my dad. My dad's Twitter account is vegan in it.
Vegan grub.
Yep.
Well, this is actually a deal with the Lings pretty well. The top side, maybe not so much, but the Thor, he could certainly pick up and keep him going down. I mean, Thors are usually pretty great early on because their high base armor makes them hard to remove, but I mean, in situations where you're properly supported like this, it doesn't look as bad as it did earlier. That first push out of uThermal made the Thor look pretty weak and questionable.
Oh yeah, it did. Oh yeah. But it's often the most effective when you kind of just jump on a fourth base. You know, they're usually creep isn't quite over there, and they kill the structures pretty quickly. But they've been taking frontal engagements because, oh my gosh, it must look so tempting for a guy like uThermal with his micro. He's like, okay, let me do the math here. Hellions and Hellbats versus Lings, Thors versus the Queens. This could go perfectly. But even when the Banelings aren't here, Reynor's still doing a decent enough job pushing it back. Now it's getting a little bit more serious though, when he will have to add on those Banelings once again. But now he's got some Hydras on the way too.
This is actually a threat to the hatchery. Reynor can't ignore this, but he's trying to flank it, and that's why it's taking so long to get the engagement going. Links in from the backside, but the Hellbats are ready to try and catch these. The tank gets picked off immediately, and without a tank, the Banelings got nothing to oppose them, so they waddle in here. But now the Liberators join in. The Queens are dying. The Hydra spawn. This is such like a weird tug-of-war.
But it seems like... Well, actually, the Liberators are doing a lot of damage, but this is where uThermal maybe face plants into the mud. Reynor has won that tug-of-war.
One thing uThermal did there that I did like, he was target firing the Hydras. He wasn't actually just letting it auto-attack the Queens, which is much more beneficial because, to be honest, you're wasting shots on the Queens at that point. It also might be another quick 3-0. We've had the curse of 3-0s today. So with 2 points on the board, we head into Catalyst, and we'll see you guys on the map. All right, we continue down the uThermal pipeline. Now, he's the current king. He's got 3 wins in his belt and, of course, $300 in his pocket. But he's in a pretty tough spot right now. In the top left, it's the red Terran player, uThermal.
In the bottom right, ooh, wow. He's taking a page out of uThermal's book. It is the blue Zerg, Reynor, going for that early pool.
You're up 2-0 in this series. You can risk it, man. You can afford the loss if it doesn't work out for you.
It's very true. But I love it. You know, 2-raxing twice as he gets the 2-0 lead. So now uThermal is going to be Ling rushed? Roach rushed? Which one's going to be?
It's so funny, too, actually, when you think about it, uThermal being who he is, that there wasn't a proxy in this series. Because I think proxies versus Zerg proved to be kind of effective, actually.
Oh, yeah.
But oh hey, E1 Jehefi, or E1 Yefi. I don't know how to say that name. I'm not going to say it properly ever. Thank you for the Prime sub, sir.
Thank you. Okay, so it is going to be the Speedlings. So this, I actually brought this up in the very first game. If it's speed, they almost always get the cancel in the command center, as long as it's on the low ground anyways. And they don't have SCV scout, which all these things are happening. So I would say guaranteed cancel in the command center. If he doesn't, it's a failure for Reynor. If he does and then gets SCVs, I wouldn't be surprised uThermal just taps out because he's already kind of feeling bad about this series.
I'm hoping it won't be so bleak, but it might be, yeah. Although that would be kind of poetic considering how the last best of 3 ended. Excuse me, best of 5 ended. Gonna let words spill out of my mouth. Don't know if they're correct or not, but yeah, the Reaper is gonna be a little confused as to why this hatchery is so late, and he'll be very sad when he realizes, because he's gonna actually not see the hatchery before he sees the lings, and oh, he predicting the SCV getting pulled away like this. Oh, he hops on top of the reactor too. Instant cancel.
He's about a tech lab, actually. Well, too late now. But now he can go to tech lab. He's gonna go for the reactor, but
you know what? The funny thing is, like, the lings here almost get trapped in. That would have otherwise saved the command center, but this is so bad. He delayed so much. No production. SCV's trying to guard one single Marine, but that means they're not mining, so this is already incredible economic damage done. The command center in the main is good. Oh, it goes to the mule. It's already dead, but still, Reynor making smart decisions here.
He's gonna just continue producing from the barracks. That will let more lings through. There are a lot of Zergs who would not make more lings. Okay, he finally adds on the reactor, but the reactor doesn't build fast enough. The tech lab probably also would have been surrounded and killed at this point, but it's something that produces faster. So, you know, this will stop happening. I think that one would have been by tech lab, for instance.
You know what's actually so funny through this is, well, you don't lose much gas and minerals when the tech lab gets killed / canceled. He's still losing out on valuable gas, which is something he didn't have a lot of in the first place. So uThermal might have a factory, but like all of his timings are just beyond screwed now. Like his starport's not going to be done anytime soon. If he goes for a starport, then he can't afford to build anything out of this factory. Like, this is just really unfortunate for this opener.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's just an unfortunate opener. I mean, we could nitpick every micro mistake, but that was about as good as it could have been. Because, you know, Otherworld is the SCVs don't protect the Marine, and then he just taps out. Simple as that. But Reynor is really heating things up, man. He is going for a Roach Warren off of 2 bases. This is not because he thinks uThermal's going to go for an armory, which uThermal is. No, it's continue applying pressure. Or to just simply deflect an armory push, which he's going to be able to do both. It's fantastic.
Well, I'm not sure what to really do to measure this up. It's kind of watching uThermal at this point, seeing what he can get done. It's not like bleak and oh my god, there's just absolutely 0 chance of recovery, but it doesn't look good.
No, it doesn't. If he can get a scout on what Reynor's doing and then continue holding up in the main and hold, then actually probably puts him in an okay position. Yeah, you're setting him out of your main base, but that's, you know, 2 base to 2 once you've dealt with it. But he doesn't know what's happening. He's probably too scared of lings running by. That's such a tricky part about dealing with a Zerg opener like this. You don't know when they're going to stop being aggressive, and you only have so many units, and they're all, you know, heavily microed. And if he did move out, but 16 lings came through, it's still enough damage.
This is not a mistake, by the way. He is bringing those queens across the map. He's looking to continue the aggression and probably end the game with this one attack.
I'm pretty sure this is going to be game.
By the way, folks are asking about pool timings and all this stuff for the lings. I mean, the reality is, it's decision making, not necessarily build order, that gets Reynor so much of this like leverage, I guess. Like to go over the reactor and not sit on the command center, wasting time canceling it, to force out SCVs in the main. Like, you could go for this pool timing against uThermal, doesn't mean you'd win. It's the decisions that really win the game. And if you really like, Reynor is just so unique in this regard.
Yeah, medevac's not healing. There we go. But it's a lot of Zerg to deal with. Reynor's playing it smart, waiting for the Hellbats to go away. He knows they're going to be focus fired eventually.
Yep. As soon as the Hellbats die, those lings win the game.
And this Thor has a lot of micro potential. The Queens are not nearly as good as they were in that last game because they're on a creep, right? They're not actually able to target it. I think uThermal's making the right call here by just lifting. And this is where it gets interesting because Reynor is only just now getting at 3rd base up and running. Doesn't have a lot of workers. As long as he can push this back eventually, uThermal might have an okay-ish game, but it's not great.
Yeah, I mean, the downside originally was that Reynor cut workers to make this happen, right? He's sitting at 3 hatcheries, he was all-in with army, but unfortunately, he's started to drone, which means uThermal's not going to actually rock the income. And whether it's one base or two, you don't want to give Reynor a superior army and a superior economy.
Yeah. I don't know how often Reynor faces a build like this, because once again, uThermal did the kind of weird Thor Hellbat thing.
He's really determined to use Thors.
Yeah. Which I feel like it could be really cool in different circumstances. It just is like one of those, it doesn't work so it looks dumb thing, you know? But it probably is very smart in some other games that he's played.
Well, so that's what's interesting about this, right? Against roaches, I think Thors are perfectly fine. It's actually not a problem because there's not like mass roaches. There's not 200 supply of roaches. Their weakness is Ling, so he goes for Hellbats to compensate. And I think this is a very nice complementary force, but at the end of the day, I think numbers still win. You can have as many Thors as you like. If there's 5 times as many roaches, those Thors are never going to win the fight.
SCVs are actually kind of helpful here. This is not a bailing defense like that acid plant game. It is a roach defense against the Hellbats. So they will be able to get a lot of repairs in, but this is what Reynor was waiting for. It just so happens uThermal doesn't care about that. He's brought the SCVs to die anyways.
You can't kill the SCVs at home if they're not at home.
Yeah. Oh no, the Thor gets caught by the Lings!
Oh, and the boost is on cooldown, so he can't go grab it. He barely is going to snatch that up. This one medevac so low, though, he still loses the Thor through it. The Hellbats are doing an okay job vanguarding against the Zerglings, but there's still just too many Zerglings, and that's probably going to be it.
Yeah, GG.
Damn.
Yeah, damn, exactly.
You're not bad. I want to join my clan. Ooh. I wish I had all chat. That's the one time I regret not having referee, but... Well, uThermal's reign of terror will come to an end, and Reynor will get $100 for that victory, which, for him at this point, is starting to look like chump change if he can keep these victories rolling.
Isn't it so weird? 14-year-old Reynor, $100. Wowzers.
Dude, for me, 14-year-old Reynor... Okay, for me, $100 at that age was like... That's like 5 Christmases. Like, it's what that is. So, yeah, this is absolutely awesome for Reynor, but... yeah, I guess I gotta go try and get a hold of Hellraiser, and then we'll see if we can get our last match wrangled up. Here's again a quick look at the brackets as I try and update this. Whoop. But yeah, it'll be Reynor versus Hellraiser. So guys, another $100 on the line for another best of 5 made possible thanks to Bubba Burger and to you folks who have been doing the awesome job of getting involved there on Match Arena, following them on social media. Because again, the emphasis here for today isn't go buy Bubba Burger. It is follow them on Twitter, check them out, and hopefully we get a couple more of you guys to do that so we can get some more giveaways going before the stream's over. I know that Match Arena's got a ton of stuff to give away, so let's try and force out them giveaways. Regardless, the next best of 5 begins when we get back. So thank you guys for watching. Reynor Hellraiser is a ZvP best of 5. We'll see you soon.